Alright, what's up YouTube? This is Envoy of the Middle here, coming at you with something a little different. Basically, I want to speak to you about this new Ultimate Athletes archetype. Well, it's not new, it came out in the previous set, but they've just released some new support for it. And I'm a big fan of this archetype. I really like the first 3 cards that came out. Made a deck around that. And now these new cards, UA Midfielder, is not the greatest, but it's a normal summon which you can swap out for your better UA cards, Ultimate Athletes. UA Goalkeeper, he is freaking amazing. And there's the Powered Jersey. Now, I'm a huge fan of this archetype, but I don't think there's enough for it to go competitive. But I did have some thoughts on what type of cards would be good for the archetype, what would really strengthen it. So I had a go at making them on one of those Yu-Gi-Oh card maker websites. And so I thought I'd just share them with you and get your thoughts on what you think. So the first card would be UA Hall of Fame. You have to apologize for the card arts. I didn't really draw them. I just found random images on Google. But yeah, the first card is UA Hall of Fame. And it's a continuous spell card, and it reads, each time an Ultimate Athlete monster is normal or special summoned, place 1 home advantage counter on this card. You can send this card to the graveyard, special summon 1 Ultimate Athlete monster from your main deck whose level is less than or equal to the number of home advantage counters on this card. So this is basically like Sheen's Dojo, where obviously you'll be swapping out a lot of Ultimate Athletes. You could essentially be getting 3 counters per turn, so it would be a really quick way to bring out Ultimate Athlete. Obviously if one of your Ultimate Athletes does get destroyed, it's difficult to swap them back on the field until you get one on the field. So this could be an easy out to that. You just keep swapping, and then if something does happen, you have the insurance, just send it to the graveyard and special summon one of the level 5s or 6 or even the level 4 midfielder, and then you can just swap back again, so you're not stuck with the problem of having no cards able to normal summon. So the next card is UA Record Book, the Ultimate Athlete Record Book. It reads, each time an Ultimate Athlete monster or monsters is normal or special summoned, place 1 home advantage counter on this card. You can remove 5 home advantage counters from anywhere on the field, draw 2 cards. If you activate this effect, you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn. So I think this is pretty balanced. It's a good draw power, a good draw engine for the Ultimate Athletes. I mean, normally you have something like discard 1 card, draw 2, or like 6 Samurai United, where you get 2 counters and then you can send it to the graveyard and draw. And those are usually only just one-time uses. This is a continuous card, and you can remove 5 from anywhere in the field. If you combine it with the Hall of Fame, you will have counters for days, specifically considering that how easily it is to special summon multiple Ultimate Athletes in the same turn. So this could easily be abused, but I think the drawback, if you activate this effect, you cannot special summon for the rest of this turn. I think that's pretty good. Oh, I forgot to insert that once per turn clause for the drawing. Otherwise, you could just keep spamming until you get loads of loads of home advantage counters. You could essentially draw like 10 cards in one turn. So I'm gonna have to add once per turn to that. Now the next card is a monster. It's Ultimate Athlete 4th Official. It's Earth like the rest of the Ultimate Athletes. It's level 1 and is a tuner. Now this card's effect is, if this card returns to the hand, special summon it. Each player can only use the effect of Ultimate Athlete 4th Official once per turn. So now this is basically, as you can see, it says tuner, so the whole point would be to swap out for one of the level 5 Ultimate Athletes, and then as soon as you swap this out, it would summon straight back, ready for a Synchro Summon. Now speaking of Synchro Summon, I need to show you the next card in the set. Oh, about his stats, it's got 400 attack and 100 defense, so not great stats. Even with the Stadium boost to 500, it's not really supposed to stick around. It's just supposed to be there for the get it on the board, swap out, and straight sync. So now let me show you the next boss monster that I've created. The first boss monster I've created is Ultimate Athlete Noble Captain, who's again Earth and is level 6. Oh, I forgot to write 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner monsters. Anyway, his stats are 2500 attack, 3000 defense. So with the Stadium boost, it would be 3000 attack So this is a pretty strong beater, pretty strong go-to monster. Nice boss monster as well. The art I've used is an alternate artwork of TG Striker, because I just imagine that's exactly what this noble captain would look like. Now onto his effects. It reads, when this card is synchro summoned, you can special summon one level 6 or lower ultimate athlete monster from your deck or graveyard. This card is unaffected by trap cards. Once per turn during either player's turn, if your opponent activates a card effect that targets a face-up ultimate athlete monster, you can make that effect target this card instead. An Xyz monster that was summoned using this card as an Xyz material gains this effect. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, shuffle 3 ultimate athlete monsters from your graveyard into your deck and draw 1 card. So there's a lot to get through here. It does have quite a few special abilities, but as I said, it is the main boss monster of the ultimate athletes. So if I go through them one at a time, obviously this card's unaffected by trap cards, so the third ability of if an ultimate athlete monster is targeted by a card effect, you can make the target this card. That would be if someone tries to compulse one of the ultimate athletes, you can make it target noble captain, and he's obviously unaffected. The same works with dimensional prison. Now he's the noble captain, he's the captain, he's the one that gets the team going. That's why all his effects are there to boost your other ultimate athletes. So the last effect, if this card is used as an Xyz monster, as Xyz material, the Xyz monster gains the effect that when it's destroyed, you can shuffle 3 ultimate athletes from your graveyard into your deck and draw 1 card. So that's obviously going to help you float. And the first effect, when this card is synchro summoned, you can special summon 1 level 6 or lower ultimate athlete monster from your deck or graveyard. You can probably tell it's level 6. You summon another level 6, and straight there's your Xyz straight into the second boss monster and the final ultimate athlete support card that I have made. The ultimate athlete Corrupt Chairman. Now it reads 2 level 6 monsters or 3 level 5 monsters. And its effect is, once per turn you can detach 1 Xyz material from this card, special summon 1 ultimate athlete monster from your graveyard. While you control another ultimate athlete monster, this card cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects. Now this is basically the Draco Sack of the deck, except it doesn't have the destroying ability, but what it does have is it can detach and special summon, so you get your swaps off again and again. And obviously if it was Xyz summoned using the noble captain, it would gain that pot of avarice effect. Its stats are 1500 attack, which would get boosted to 2000 with the stadium, and 2000 defense. And yeah, this is, I think maybe I might have to change it to, you can special summon 1 ultimate athlete monster from your graveyard and negate its effects to make it a bit more fair. But other than that, these are the cards that I have created, which I think would be great support for the ultimate athletes. Please let me know what you guys think, and if you would like to see more of this type of stuff. And this is Oliver of the Middle UK, signing out.